Be the change. Be the change. Be the hero in your own story. What would you need to change if you was going to be the hero in your own story, in your own journey? What would you need to change for yourself to be able to take out your full potential so that you can thrive, take out your potential, you can utilize all your skills, your talents, bring it out into the world, and live a really good life here on planet Earth. And being the change is fun. It's fun to change. It's hard and it's difficult and it's challenging. But after a cloud, there is always a silver lining. And the silver lining is just the best. All right then, so we got a thief showing up here in our archetypes. Thief. Light attribute. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Your skills, your talents, your attitude, love, compassion, empathy can be stolen. It can be muddled with, or it can be messed with. But if you don't allow it to be stolen, it won't be stolen. Like, people can't take that. They can take your stuff, but they can't take who you are and your assets. Shadow attribute. Stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. And things that we cannot be taken away from us. Who you truly are, your essence. Awakening, judgment is showing up. Awakening and judgment. And the work that you do on yourself, people cannot take it away from you. And whatever you put into effort, people cannot take it away from you. The beauty. Hi, beautiful. There's my little cat. Hey, Margie. How's my cat doing? How's my cat? They're getting all the majors here. Wow. All right. All the majors. Margie, this is some big energy we got here. And the Ace of Cups in the future, which is great. That is absolutely great. Right? Gotta fill that cup. Fill up the loving cup. Not sugarcoating things anymore. And the Hermit. Wow, we got like all kinds of... Five of Wands. Stand my ground and look for peace. Every time you level up too, people are going to try and pull you down a little bit or hold you because they feel uncomfortable. If you change, then they might have to change, or then they will see how stagnant they are, and then they might see what they need to do. So when you change, you are like kickstarting a whole process that might make other people feel uncomfortable. Because someone is showing up, and they are showing up with awakening and judgment. And clarity. You got your wake-up call and your life's purpose. So someone is waking up to their own purpose. Their own purpose. I am naturally creative. And the Queen of Wands is in the reverse surrounding you. So someone is awakening and surrounded by maybe less than support. And someone is maybe like awakening and then been very practical their whole life. And very practical, very strategic and practical their whole life. And they don't see their own beauty. They don't see their own grace. And the focus is on being logical, and so the creativity has kind of slipped through their fingers, and by doing that, it is if you have all the stuff that you need, like you got all the stuff, I have all these items that people told me that if I got those items, I would be happy. If I did all those things, people told me that I would be happy. All my life, they told me that if I just did this, I would be happy. And if I did that, I would be a success. And if I did that, I would be a good person. And if I did that, I would be a good person. And so here I am now today, and I'm standing here, and I've done all those things, and I have all the stuff, and I've done all the right things, and I'm still not feeling happy, and I'm still not feeling good. I'm still not happy. And it's like, now what is the next thing that I have to accumulate, or what is your suggestion that I should now get into my life that would bring me some kind of happiness or joy? And the thing is that all the things that we've been taught that we should appreciate and be happy about, they don't really count. Like that is a lot of that stuff is just because people need to sell their product, and they market to us, and they want us to believe that we cannot be without it, we cannot live without it. And so the true essence of who you are is you are the beauty. Like the true essence of who you are. Like if you could start today with this new awakening, this new epiphany that, there is something that is not quite right in my life. And so with that epiphany, and then you're waking up and you like, just start with appreciating what you have. And so find a way that you can start to kickstart your gratitude, feeling of gratitude to come alive within you. So then you start to look at the things that you have, and then you feel gratitude for it. You feel grateful. You look around in your life and you take a moment to really appreciate it and bring that sense of gratitude into your world. And if it's not with the stuff that you have, then maybe you can be grateful that you have time that you can go outside in the nature. You have a family that loves you. You have people that you can trust. You have a job that you like or dislike or whatever, but you have the power and the means to change things. And also these things, all the things that is accumulated throughout their life, it's like that's stuff. Like the thieves, yeah, they can come in and take all that away from you. So there's going to be a big uncertainty or feeling of uncertainty that I might lose all of this here. This can be taken away from me, and then what do I have? Am I then just an empty shell if they take away my success, and they take away my wealth, and they take away the people admiring me, and they take away all that stuff that is making me feel like an important or good or valued person, and they take all that away, then what is left? What is left? Well, what is left depends on whether you're completely controlled by your ego and think that those things, they are who you are, or if you are awakening, you are wakening up to the bigger truth, because you are not your stuff. Like that is not who you are. That's just stuff. Like you are eternal, and your soul is freaking amazing, and your soul is just waiting there. Hello, I'm here. I want to come out and play. Hey, I want to come out and be creative. I got some ideas in here. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? And your soul is like calling for you to bring it out so that you can be creative. And once you become creative, now you're going to start to bring some life back into you, and you're going to start to feel that inner joy and the creation, and to feel that stuff. And the Fool is here in this the subconscious, and then we have Justice reversed. And so okay, so someone speaking not their truth in fairness to themselves. Someone may be speaking the truth in fairness to others, and be talking into others. There is a deep understanding, deep within us humans. I am 100% sure that we all have this little sense of knowing. There's this little piece of you inside there that is like, I know that this is not really who I am. And there is this little piece within you that also knows that you are protected, and you are safe, and you are guided on this life journey. That little piece of you in there that knows those things, listen to that. Listen to that. And keep on keeping on. Like, this is an encouragement that the things that people can take away from you in your life, don't worry so much about them. You already have that stuff. Now, how can you bring the true value, the things that people cannot steal from you, your faith? If you have faith, like if you know, it doesn't matter what you call it, remember that. This is your faith. This is your relationship with the divine. This is how you feel safe and protected. And this is how you feel connected to the divine, and work with the signs and work with everything and being a part of everything, which you are. And so guided and protected on your life journey. And now life is like waking you up to something beautiful within you, and awakening to that true beauty, like the joy of life, the appreciation, the childlike wonder, like, wow, that is so cool, yeah, let's check that out, or whatever. And then just have a childlike wonder about your life and how you're going to approach it and how you're going to live it, because life takes a long time to live it. If you're freaking depressed and I hate it, like it sucks, you have to get up in the morning and it sucks, and everything is just like heavy, it sucks, and you sit there and you go there and you be polite and you smile and you be all that and you feel like crap, and it's not a fun way to live life. And so letting go, like the death card is here in your recent past, and you show up as judgment. So whoever this is for is in a very, very profound situation in their life at the moment. And this is like magic. This is where the magic happens. Yeah, you get the sense that this cannot be all. Like, this is not all. It cannot be all. And so you get this sense of awakening. And there you are. You're listening to that, and you're starting to open your eyes. You see things in a little bit of a different way. And then you allow the transformation. You let go of this old way of seeing things and all the things that people told you all the time. You had to believe that, and this has got to be this way, and this has got to be that way, and I know better, and this know better. But people have been unconscious for so many years on this planet that whoever is awakening, you are going to be a little bit different, and you're going to see things a little bit different. It's okay. It's okay. And letting go and embracing the new beginnings. Transformation has to happen. Your life has to transform. And setting out with faith, having full faith, so that you have a safe environment where you can make these changes and walk into your future in a safe way. And so that you also speak your truth in fairness to yourself. Like, be the hero in your own story. Don't be like the doormat, or don't be like the victim, or don't be like the outcast or whatever in your own story. You want to be the hero in your own story, and you want to be the person who speaks highly about yourself and speak about your victories. You want to speak about how you overcame things, and you want to speak about what you did to figure out the way out of the matrix, and how did you do that. And then now you can speak about yourself in a valued way, like that you value yourself and your the things that you've been through, and in fairness, and being fair, like, yeah, it was this, and now, and being fair to oneself, like justice. And justice, it can be also other people speaking, other people doing their thing, which every time you level up, though, every time you level up, people are going to talk about it. They're going to talk about it, and they might be inspired by it. Some people be inspired by it. They be looking over and they'll be like, wonder what that person is doing over there. They seem so much more happier. They seem so much more at peace. They seem like they really enjoy life and they have a good time here. And I wonder how they do that. And then they might be inspired to find their own awakening. Whereas others, they're going to be like, oh my gosh. And because they're protecting their ego, and they're terrified to let go of who they think they are because of all the labels that are attached to them. They're terrified, and they might never do it. A lot of people will go through their whole life, and you cannot poke a hole in their ego, if whatever. Like, I know it, I've tried, and I'm pretty good at it, but I can't do it with everybody. Some people you just cannot do it with, and that's okay too. And it's not your job to fix people. I had to learn the lesson. I'm still trying to learn the lesson. You cannot fix people for them. You can be an inspiration. You can give them information that they may or may not take in and utilize, but you can bring your own transformation into fruition, which is what you are doing here. And this is beautiful. Like showing up as judgment and awakening is like, there is someone that is just like just about to come out of the water and finally can take a deep breath and be like, wow, okay, here I am. I'm on planet Earth and I'm in this space here, and here I am sitting here, a person, or laying down or standing up, whichever one. So walking into your future, you are going to welcome new love, and you're going to trust what it brings. New love, if you have not been in a place where you were able to receive true love, real love, then now you've done the work on yourself. You've empowered yourself by being loving and caring, understanding, having compassion for and empathy for your own journey and for your own self, so that you can speak highly of yourself and you can speak about your journey in a good way. Now you're turning yourself from a victim to a hero in your own story, which is going to make a huge difference for everything that is coming into your future. So the new love and the new welcome it in. This is like from God. This is from the divine. This is the universal I am. This is it. And so when you allow it into your life, then you are going to be very, very happy that you did. In like 3 months, you're going to be like, holy cow, I'm glad I made that shift. Holy cow, I'm glad I was brave enough to look at myself. Holy cow, I'm so glad that I finally sat down and took a chance and just noticed what was going on up in my head. I'm so glad I did these things, because now everything in your life is going to change, and it's difficult, it's hard. You might have to cry, you might have to scream a little bit, you might have to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I believed in that for all those years, oh my god. And there's going to be a lot of like these things going on. That's okay. That's okay, because after a cloud there is always a silver lining, and it's a good one. Like when you do this work, these are the best silver linings ever. Like you cannot compare it to getting a new car, getting a new bike, getting a new whatever. You cannot compare it to it. Like this reward that you get from doing this kind of work is just wow. And if you haven't done it yet, then I am very happy for you, because you are about to experience the most beautiful things that life has to offer. And you do that by going within and changing yourself. Taking away, peeling off the layers of belief systems and things and stuff that people have just piled upon you throughout your life, and you clear it out, and there you are. You can breathe. It's pretty awesome. You are showing up as someone seeing things how they truly are, exactly how they are. Even if it's the Three of Swords, which typically is 3 swords pierced into your heart. And well, I know from my experience that yeah, people will do that gladly sometimes. They love piercing hearts. It's their joy and bliss for a lot of people, which now that you have experienced those people, now you are aware of it, and now you can stay away from those people, because they love to find ways to pierce hearts. But you can see things exactly the way they are. This is the lesson. This is the gift from going through the other ones that you had experienced with. Now you don't have to do it again. So that's an awakening right there. And now you're showing up as not someone sugarcoating things. You're not showing up with your rose-colored glasses. You're not showing up with romanticizing everything. You are showing up as someone who sees things as they are, doing your journey, walking your path, and doing your job. What's that? Come here. What do you need? Food? Food? She always wants food. So, I know that peaceful times will come. And then, once you start this awakening, and you're allowing the optimistic and the gratitude to come into your life, and you are looking at whatever it is that you have, and you just radically accept it just the way it is, and allowing this newfound, profound knowledge, the faith that you are protected, you are guided, and you are being led on this life journey. That's the little piece of you inside of you that know this, and I know that I'm talking to that little piece of you, behind all the ego, behind all and all of that, there's your soul. And your soul knows that it's protected and it will be guided on the life journey. And the rewards come when you do the next right thing, and you will know what it is for you. It's going to look different for you, have different lessons than I do. That one over there has different lessons than you do, than I do. We all have different lessons to learn, and that's the beauty of life. But allowing spirit, allowing the divine, allowing God, allowing this to take you forward, to move you forward towards your true happiness, joy, and bliss, so that you can show up as the Queen of Wands, like vibrant, energetic, magnetic, and magnetized everything, and just taking your place in the world with beauty, grace, creativity, and assertiveness. Allowing that transformation to occur. I can promise you 100% sure that if you set out on this journey today, you are going to transform into that. Give it time, do the next thing, and you will feel every step of the way. You're going to feel it when you release stuff. And you're going to feel it when you gain the rewards. You feel it. Here is the Hermit showing up. I love the Hermit. The Hermit is my favorite, like my favorite. I love the Hermit. The Hermit just doing his own thing. Well, hopping around here on planet Earth, figuring things out and doing his own thing and figuring it out and listening. Hermit is listening to the inner stillness, to the inner voice. The Hermit is doing and following their own path. Like you are walking your own walk. You are the hero in your own story, and you're walking your own walk. And this can be the biggest fear for some people. Like some people are so used to being around other people, and they don't know how to do their own thing or follow their own path, because without the other people, they don't understand anymore how to make decisions or how to move forward and what to do. Unless, of course, you take the time out, you sit your ass down, and then you start to do the internal work. And now that little piece of you that knows that what I'm talking about here is true, that little piece of you, your soul, knows exactly what to do. Create you a little space. Maybe it's just a half hour you can take time out with all the people that you have in your life. Perhaps you can only get a half hour in there that you can sit down in your own way. Do that. Work with what you have. Radically accept everything. Like if you have 100 kids, then at some point in the day, there's going to be one place where you can, maybe you have to go to the bathroom and sit there for a half hour and lock the door. But there are ways that you can do it, to find that inner stillness, to listen, to allow that voice to come through and allow that guidance to come through, so that you will know what to do next, and then you do it, whatever the nudges are. For once, celebration, completion, gatherings, like when you are in the flow of things, things come to you naturally. When you are in the flow of things, things come into your life naturally. If you set your intention that you want your physical environment and your physical body, so when I say physical environment, I mean your soul is in your body, which would be the physical environment for the soul and your true essence. And then your body and your soul is sitting in your physical environment, which would be your home or your safe place. And so make it beautiful, like make it strong, make it a healthy place to be, make it somewhere that you can thrive and feel good and feel safe and protected. Because you deserve it. And why not? Just stand your ground. Stand your ground and lean also into the community around you, and maybe encourage them to bring out their own butterflies and to transform their own life. As Sir Abraham Hicks says, once you are in control of the way you feel, you will enjoy it all. You will revel in the conscious awareness that you have deliberately molded your desires into being in as real a way as if you had created a statue with the clay in your own hands. That's some enormous power right there. Compassion, Have compassion, empathy for yourself. Find gratitude in what you already have, and watch everything start to just bloom and transform from there. And the beautiful light in me, it honors, respects, and loves, and thanks the beautiful light in you. And until next time, namaste.